Hey everybody, Harry Newhand here. Monday, this is Monday Madness, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Monday, the 23rd of August. Gosh, it's winding down, isn't it? And we are in a heat wave here in the Detroit area. I know the East Coast got hit with a hurricane over the weekend, and we had the full blue moon there yesterday, and Saturday and Sunday. We had the full moon. They call it the blue moon, seasonal blue moon. Anyway, exciting to be here with you today. Thank you so much for joining me in. Thank you for those that listen on a regular basis. By the way, if you didn't know it, I do upload these into YouTube. If you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, it is Champion Success Secrets. Harry Newhand, Champion Success Secrets. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's free. And I've got all my episodes on there. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today is fear. What are you afraid of? You know, a lot of us, particularly in sales, somewhere along the line, generally when I'm at a gathering and people ask me what I do, I say I'm in sales, I sales training. They say, oh, I don't think I'd be very good at sales. And you know, I'm afraid of rejection, and I'm afraid of this, and I'm afraid of that. But what drives you? What drives you to overcome fear? What drives you to feel comfortable doing something? What drives you to be good at something? But again, what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of sales? Are you afraid of asking for the order? Are you afraid of the sale itself? Are you afraid of asking for the money, asking for the sale? What you'll learn as you develop in the sales industry is that a well-delivered presentation, people expect you to ask for the order. A close is a natural conclusion to a well-delivered presentation. Asking for the sale is easy. We teach our kids, that the ones that go to Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, we teach them sell cookies. Excuse me, sir, do you want to buy a box of cookies? Excuse me, ma'am, we'd like to buy a box of cookies. We're teaching them at young ages to sell, yet we say ourselves, we're afraid. It's different for kids than it is for us. We're there to protect them. Who's going to protect me? So what really are you afraid of? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of failure? Do you know? In your regular job, your regular career, what you're doing right now, are you afraid of success or afraid of failure? Why? What motivates you? Which one of those are there? Usually it's one or the other. I do this because I'm afraid of failure. I want to make sure I'm successful. I'm afraid of success, and so I'm in my 9-to-5, 40-hour a week, 20-year job, 30-year job with benefits. Does that mean you're afraid of something, to reach out, to expand your horizons, to think outside the box, to get out of your comfort zone? So honestly, ask yourself, what are you afraid of? I know that when I was doing network marketing in the 80s and 90s, we used to put flyers out, and nobody taught me how to sell. So when I was handing out flyers, I would hand them to people, and they say, well, this looks really interesting. What's this all about? I says, I'm not sure. They just pay me to pass these flyers out. Why don't you call the phone number and they'll tell you. The thing is we didn't have cell phones. So when I got back to my office, my phone, the same people I talked to, they would call and I'd be the one on the phone. I was good on the phone. I just wasn't good face to face. And so I had to learn that skill, where I got really good at doing flyers. And then later on, 15, 20 years later, when I got into door-to-door sales, different kind of an animal altogether. And I didn't like going door-to-door. The talk about ultimate rejection, somebody slamming the door in your face, or get the heck off my porch, or get out of here, I'm calling the police, even though we didn't care if they called the police because we had permits, we had ID badges, we had the right to be there. But still, they threaten us in different ways. Not everybody, but some people. So it reminded me of a phrase that one of my early mentors taught me. And this can be for anything that you potentially might be afraid of. And there's a lot of things you can be afraid of. Are you afraid of being alone? Are you afraid of loneliness? Are you afraid of engaging with people? Are you afraid of people? Are you afraid of what? What is it that you're afraid of? Are you afraid to pick up the phone and call somebody that you haven't talked to in a long time? Are you afraid of mending fences? Are you afraid of humbling yourself to the point of forgiveness of somebody that did you wrong? What is it that you're afraid of? So usually we have something holding us back in one way or another in parts of our life, spiritual life, personal life, business life, career life, emotional life. But usually there's something. What could it be? What is it? What's holding you back? So one of my earlier mentors taught me, he said, if you look at it a different way, he said, learn to love the things you hate to do, and you can accomplish anything. Because a lot of times we associate fear with hate. Me, I associated that with going door to door. I hated getting out of the car and knocking on that first door because of the potential reaction I was going to get from the customer, the prospect. I just didn't like it. But taking that phrase and putting it toward what I was doing, I mastered the skill of going door to door. I mastered it to the point where I could teach many people how to do it. I mastered where I built a huge amount of business going door to door. So I got so good at it that it didn't matter anymore. And you can do that with whatever you're doing. Prospecting, posting on the internet, doing Facebook Lives. And I started doing these Facebook Lives over a year and a half ago. And they weren't easy at first. They were uncomfortable because I'd never done a Facebook Live. I've talked in front of groups before. I've talked on stage in front of hundreds of people before. But I never did a Facebook Live, a digital footprint that's created that doesn't go away. It's there forever. Never did that before. So there was a little apprehensive. I don't know if it was fear, but it was apprehensive. It was anxiety. I associate that with small levels of fear. But I got repetitive, got good at it. Well, I don't know if I'm good at it, but I keep doing it, and I'm excited about doing it, and I look forward to doing it, sharing my successes and my messages with people that come on and watch. So here's a couple things for you. Psychological things that might help you. One, like I mentioned, learn to love the things you hate to do, and you can accomplish anything. Learn to love the things you're afraid of, and you can accomplish anything. Doesn't matter what it is, you can accomplish anything. I'm afraid of my boyfriend, I'm afraid of my girlfriend, I'm afraid of my in-laws, I'm afraid of it. Learn to love the things you hate to do, and you can accomplish anything. Even the Bible says, feed and water your enemies. And it makes them the bad guy. That's just the way it is. If you go the extra mile, you humble yourself to them. But don't be in fear. Here's the other thing that really helped me. Really get clear on this. The more things you fear, the more fear controls your life. The more things you fear, the more fear controls your life. And the way you put that in a little perspective is fear and faith can't coexist. So if you're afraid of something, have faith that it's going to work out. If you're afraid of something, have faith that it's going to be okay. Have faith that what's the worst that could possibly happen? Not really much. In most cases, 98% of cases, especially in business, especially in sales, and that's the conversation we're having here today is sales. The worst that can happen is they say, no, I'm not interested. The worst that can happen is they slam the door in your face. The worst that can happen is they say, get off my porch. I'm not interested. But what it does, it gives you the opportunity to get better. It gives you the opportunity to come up with a different phrase. It gives you the opportunity to come at it from a different angle. It gives you the opportunity to have more faith in your ability to build the skills to overcome that. And that's this conversation. It's building sales skills, business skills, entrepreneurial skills that you can accomplish anything if you learn to love the things that you're afraid of. If you learn to love the things you hate to do. So I challenge you, write it out. What is holding you back? What am I afraid of? What is slowing me down? What is preventing me from taking that next step? What is the fear factor in my next step of growth? And here's something else I learned. Your next level of growth, your next level of success is on the other side of that fear. It's on the other side of it. As soon as you conquer it, boom, you're going to say, wow, that wasn't that bad. And here you've been sweating over it for a couple of years. Wow, it wasn't too bad. So learn to love the things you hate to do, and faith and fear cannot coexist. So just be faithful. It's going to all work out. And then the more things you fear, the more fear controls your life. So don't let fear control your life. Let faith control your life. All right, with that being said, you guys have a great week. We'll be back here next Monday night. Be the last Monday of August next week. And I wish you all the best. Have a great day. God bless. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.